The officiating, it's horrific, it's horrendous.
There was a lot of bad calls today.
I ain't like a few technical calls they made.
Of course, they're not perfect, you know what I mean? But, you know, they let them play, so that was good for us.
It's always bad. I feel like it's always bad.
The referees did a lot better compared to what it was in the past, in the beginning of the season.
I don't know, it's back and forth. Today was one of them games that we should have been to the free throw line a lot more.
This season, they haven't been very good for the Thunder.
A lot of times they're a little ticky-tacky and not consistent.
Like a lot of traveling calls they missing. A lot of hand checking. You know, a lot of stuff in the paint. A lot of elbows here and there.
Yeah, I think the fans don't understand the amount of preparation that goes into it, both pre-game and post-game.
Traveling calls.
Okay.
Referees never call travel in a crucial time of the game.
Okay.
Why is that?
The way we used to be taught about refereeing was we would always referee the defense, okay? And we would lock in on a defender and we would forget about the dribbler.
Right.
Okay, and so what was happening, you know, 90% of the times the fouls on the defense. Players were getting away with the shuffle step before they put it down. All the stuff that is a stereotype to officiating. You know, a lot of that is true. We got away from that. So the way we're taught now is focus on the offensive player. When he gets the ball, you know, if he has his dribble, if he has his triple threat, stay with him until he releases the ball legally. Then we're good enough to switch to the defender, okay, and referee the defense, which is one of our pillars.
Right.
Work in progress.
Right.
We're getting better at it. Our travels are up. Our percentages are up. NBA players don't get enough credit for the amount of practice, the amount of time that they work on these moves. And from a referee's perspective, you know, there's nothing worse than taking away a legal move because it looks funny. And, you know, oh, it's got to be a travel, it looks funny.
Right.
Sometimes these guys, the slow Euro step,
right,
or, you know, or releasing the ball before they move that pivot foot is something they work on all the time. So, especially down the stretch late in games, we really want to see it and know it before we make that decision.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a player, James Harden.
Okay.
The three-point shot.
Yep.
Does it constantly. A pump fake, the defender jumps straight in the air. He would throw himself into the play.
Yes.
How's that a foul?
It's not only James. Last year it was an epidemic of plays coming around screens. The trickery, so to speak, was in full effect, where a guy would use an off arm to create contact. It's chess. It's not checkers for us. And we go back and look, was the defender legal? And what we were finding on a lot of the plays was that, let's say coming over a screen, a defender puts his arm to defend, they were now coming up through it. And so, yes, were they doing it on purpose? Most likely. The change this year has been that is now always a foul, but it's going to be a non-shooting foul.
Do you think all the superstars in the league today get all the calls right now?
Superstars generally have the ball in their hands
all the time.
All the time, 75% of the time. Okay? So if you just look at the logic of that, they handle the ball so much, they put so much pressure on defenses, on referees when they go to the basket.
Yes.
You know, our athletes are the biggest, strongest in the world, in my opinion. The combination of size, speed, and strength, you don't see it in any other professional sport. Mathematically, it's more likely that the ball will be in the best player's hand when we make it. Tim, it was a pleasure talking hoops with you. I will do it anytime. My man, a Hoops Junkie, thank you for coming.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Connecting with the fans is great for everybody. I mean, you know, the fans are tough on us, as they should be. You know, we're in the way of the team that they want winning.
Changed my mind a little bit because I guess it's different when you actually trying to ref a game. It's live action. It's easy to sit back and watch it on TV or in the stands, and you can see it then, and then you're mad at the referee because he missed it. But sometimes you can't see it. It's like 10 guys on the court. It's hard to keep up with all of them.
I think sometimes the perception is that we just show up and leave and there's no self-reflection. I think the self-reflection part and how much our staff cares and how hard we take it when we don't make the right decision. We're human just like them, we're people. And I think sitting down one-on-one, you get a taste of that. It was really great.